I'm gonna start with some existing products. Our soft shell, the HAVILLAND, we have the HAVILLAND jacket and pant. And the HAVILLAND pant is probably one of the most popular products we came out with in 2019. This is its counterpart, the HAVILLAND jacket, and it's going to be now offered in this olive coyote in the top, and then the bottom is a coyote brown. Looks like a buckskin.
Yeah, the colors turned out really nice.
Yeah.
So the pants are the exact same as the current color. Yeah, the current paint we've been selling, just a second colorway. Jacket and pant are exactly the same, just second colorway.
Same design?
Yeah, same design.
Size-wise, are they by waist or by like
small, medium, large?
Yeah.
So we have different sizing brackets, a lot less used.
Well, and the reason we did that is because they have an adjustable waist. So the waist is adjustable to 3 inches.
Contour waist, which is the ability to reset this zipper. You know, it has 3 inches of adjustability, so whether you're layering or losing weight on an extended hunt, you can always get this perfect fit out of your pants without bunching up fabric on the side and creating hot spots under the belt of a backpack. So this pant was really well received this year, and this new color option, we're forecasting this to be extremely popular as well. So the side zips, all of our pants from our mid layers to our soft shell to our rain gear are all going to have side zips that line up, and we're calling it the Stratum zipped ventilation system.
Yeah, so the idea and the concept, when we got this question a lot last year, this was the only thing that we had in the line last year. They asked about having mesh behind them. And the whole reason was because we designed the line to be able to vent all the way through your skin with all your layers. So if you had mesh behind that, you couldn't vent the next layer. So you'll see in our mid layer, it's called the Helio bottom that we're coming out with, that we'll show you in a second. It has a matching zipper on the side, and our down pants do, our rain pants do. So you can whip through all of our layers, zip all the way down to your skin to vent.
Yeah.
So that's advantageous because lots of times you don't necessarily want to take your layer off because you're just gonna go for you're gonna push for a 30-minute hike and then sit down and glass some more, right? So you take that layer off, you sit down, you gotta put it back on, where it's more advantageous to be able to zip down your skin, do your hiking, dump heat, sit back down, zip them all back up and be insulated versus taking layers on and off. So that's the idea behind the Stratum system.
So, soft shell, the HAVILLAND top and bottom now in the coyote brown. The existing color is our granite gray. The existing product, our GRUMMAN goose down. This jacket was probably set in second place in popularity of pieces of apparel we came out with this year.
Yeah, definitely.
Specs for specs, this is the most impressive down jacket on the market. It's extremely packable, it's extremely warm, and it's
very
now
high quality down.
offered in the same coyote brown and olive green color. So, GRUMMAN goose down going to be available in this new color SKU as well.
People just wanted more color options. Specifically, they wanted some more greens and browns. The way we kind of look at, and that was always kind of our intention, to add to the line. Our perspective on that is the grays are ideal for high alpine hunts, late season hunts, the snow, shale, rock, sheep, goat hunts. These colors are more fit for, your subalpine terrain, timber, elk hunts, mule deer hunts,
Western
antelope
hunting,
hunts, that type of stuff. So, although we don't make camouflage, we obviously are using strategic color blocking to break up your body symmetry. We're using strategic color patterns that blend with environments. And so the way we're kind of looking at it is you kind of have your high alpine colors and then your earlier season or kind of more timbered colors.
It's got the same 850 plus fill down as our sleeping bags in it. So our sleeping bags, as well as this down jacket, have the reputation of just being extremely warm, extremely insulated.
Yeah, it's 100% windproof. It's very water resistant for a lightweight nylon shell, but we use a really high quality down, so it's 850 plus down, which is about as good as you can get, and it's a treated down. When you look at statistics of down jackets, kind of the most important things to look at, people look at obviously the overall weight, but that compared to the amount of down in it is really where you can compare apples to apples. So this has 5.3 ounces of down insulation in it, and it weighs just under 12 ounces. So when you go look at those metrics compared to other pieces out there, it's pretty respectable from an overall weight with that much insulation in it.
And it's extremely packable. So with the backpack hunter in mind, this thing goes down to like the size of a soda can, which is important and really helpful when you got a full backpack. So these are in stock. We've got these, we just got them on the shelf at home, and all this stuff is gonna hit the market first week of January. So we're gonna hit trade shows with all the new products in stock, just like we'll try to do every year. One of the items that we don't have in stock yet, but we should in the very near future, is our new mid layers called the Helio. So we have a Helio top and bottom. It's kind of a mid-weight fleecy layering,
These
3/4 zip.
Look used because they have been used all
Because we've been
season.
using them a lot.
We don't have, we haven't got the inventory that anyone's in, so these have been hunted in for over a year.
So
But 2 colors on these 2.
it's pretty athletic cut. It's extremely comfortable and quiet. 3/4 inch zip, thumb holes on the wrist.
Nice tight thumbnails too.
Yeah, it's got the
Yeah,
zip.
we went back and
The
forth
zip
on
will come
that.
all the way up just underneath your nose, so you can get a little more warmth and insulation when it's really cold out. Another thing that is unique is we strategically moved this chest pocket lower than most of the pieces you had seen. And that is so it's a little bit easier and more functional when you're wearing a backpack. You got a sternum strap on or things going on, so it's just place down lower.
It's got the polygene treated.
Polygene
odor
odor
control.
technology, which is it's a textile bath to help them from sinking. And then the Helio bottoms are in the same material there.
Really affordable price point too. These are at $119
Yeah.
and the bottoms are at $99. And so the Helio bottoms, identical in materials. It's got a bit of a boot cut, so designed to stop right where your sock and boot begins.
Yeah, it's not necessarily 3/4 length. It's designed to stop right at the top of your boot, so you're not having to layer up your socks and those underneath your boots when you tie them up. So when you try these on, you'll notice they just stop right above your ankle.
Elastic waist on them, as well as another
Yeah, those are the
full-size
zippers.
zip.
So those zippers will line up as you're wearing them, just exactly with the HAVILLAND pants, so you can unzip both all the way down to the skin. So yeah, we expect these pieces will sell well too.
Why don't you zip them all the way across so you can take them off with your boots
That's my
on?
next question.
Yeah, so a couple of issues we found with that. We've played with a couple prototypes of that. Kurt sewed a couple up. One of the big things you notice in all of our system, and it's most prevalent probably in the de Havilland pants, is really trying to keep understanding that all these products are designed for backpack hunting, is to keep a super thin waistline. So you'll notice like our belt loops are way thinner than ours. If you were to hold this up to a pair of pants that weren't thought that through, they'd be almost twice as thick on the belt loops. And this is important as you continue to add layers. With the zipper here, you have a big zipper slider at the top on the waist, and it's super uncomfortable under a heavy loaded backpack when it sits down. The other thing we found too is they're relatively easy to get off, I suppose, when you're unzip them all the way, but getting them back on is kind of a pain.
Yeah.
And as we discussed before, lots of your hunts, there are some hunts where you want to take your layer off, you're not going to wear it the rest of the
Just
day.
wanna
But
dump the
most of
heat.
your hunts, what we found is you just need to dump heat for a little bit, and then you wish you had them back on. So you're going to pull them a full zip off, and then like 30 minutes later, you're going to be like, I'm trying to put these things back on. So we kind of, in short, found it unnecessary to have the zip off. And this provided the functionality that we were really trying to achieve from a venting perspective.
So that's the Helio, top and bottom. Brand new piece for us. The top is going to be available in both color SKUs. The bottom as well?
Just gray.
Just gray in the bottom. So the top is just the coyote brown. Okay, another completely new item is our rain gear. It's called the M5 jacket. So we have an M5 rain jacket, an M5 rain pant. So I'll let Jeff speak to our proprietary waterproof laminating. It's a triple layer waterproof laminate.
A three-layer laminate that we worked with Textile Mills to come up, so it's our own proprietary laminate. We call it Hydra Shield, but similar to what you're used to, it's a waterproof, breathable, 3-layer PU laminate. So it's got a nice face fabric that's relatively soft and quiet for rain gear, and then a laminated waterproofing layer, and then a backer that gives it a nice hand feel against your skin. It's got really good, we worked with the Textile Mill to get specific breathability and waterproof ratings that we were looking for. I don't know how familiar you guys are with those testings, but it's 31,000 waterproof rating and 27,000 breathability. So pretty high really, and comparable to a lot of leading kind of top of the line rain gear that's out there. Simple design, no chest pockets, wanted to keep it relatively light and packable. 2 hand pockets. These hand pockets are moved kind of like an Havilland jacket and forward more, so you can actually use them with your backpack straps going down. Other than that, you know, pit zips and kind of the standard things, waterproof zippers, a YKK Vislon zipper here, and AquaGuard zippers here. So really a nice 3-layer, simple packable rain shell.
Packability was one of the most important things when this was designed. This was designed to be a backpacking piece.
Yeah, you know, with the balance of durability, you could have made a 2-layer that was more packable, right? But you need to have a certain level of durability, so a 3-layer we thought was the best option. And then the pants are pretty simple too, but the biggest thing in the pants that I think is the most important and also very relevant is the contour waist again is applied, and this is most
very unique.
Advantageous in rain gear, right? Because they're always layering them over multiple layers, sometimes 2 or 3 layers. So the contour waist really makes a lot of sense in a rain pant. And then full length zips as well.
Full length zips on the outside. Super excited about this stuff. So that's going to be available, and again, the gray and coyote.
Pass along, man, Tara.
Pretty long pants too, short on here, so all pockets feel shallow on them, that's because they move forward.
That's a good spot, though.
Yeah, it's a good spot. It is. I
I mean,
mean,
they're always hard to reach back.
well, that's what we talk about. Like, they're kind of small now, and they feel really small when you have gloves on, but they're useless with a backpack on when they're back farther. So it's like you don't use them much anyway. I know. So, but they are in a comfortable spot.
These dorks.
That fit all right?
Yeah, I like it.
Good. Feel pretty comfortable. Stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then no changes to the sleeping bag line, and then the only updates to the pack line are the addition of the Strack and the update to the Sky Archers, and that's kind of it for 2020. But you can see what we're really trying, what we're working towards, and then we need about 2 more years of new products put to a full technical layering system and gear. So now we have soft shell outerwear, waterproof, breathable outerwear, down insulation, fleece mid layer.
Down jacket, same fit, same feel.
Yeah, same everything. Yeah.
Just opening up the most recent draft of our 2020 catalog, which we'll get you guys in. So the Helio top and bottom, which is what Trail was just trying on. The new color SKUs for the soft shell at the HAVILLAND. Puffies, GRUMMAN Goose Down, now in the new color. M5, totally new product, 2 colors.